I don't like after I've jerked off the sensation of tissue paper on the tip of my knob. I would much prefer toilet paper. Tissue paper, there's just something like a little too soft to it. You know, I like the coarseness. I like the coarseness to get it out there. If anything, on a microbe level, the toilet paper gets into my slit a little bit better and gets more out. Whereas the tissue paper just sort of feels weird, you know? It's like you ever like rub a zipper?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you run your hands along denim like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mike, why are you not like using wet wipes? Why are you still using dry paper? You're living in the fucking Stone Age.
Do you just come into a wet wipe and then just throw it in the corner?
Mate.
When you can't flush those.
Yeah, when you collect enough wet wipes, it just becomes dry wipes, basically.
Become more wet wipe than man.
Yeah, you can rehydrate your old wet wipes. You can repackage them.
That sounds like a refund on the box. Like that's what you're doing. You come into a wet wipe
business. You basically buy wet wipes, you come on them, then you just collect them for years, and then
then you repackage them.
Yeah, take it back to the shop with the receipt and get your money back.
Organic.
just on that subject, by the way, have you ever done that?
Somebody gets pregnant from that. What if the next customer got pregnant with your white baby?
It's not my concern.
Have you ever used like one of the like a eucalyptus tissue or other like scented tissue for that kind of business? And there's a weird sensation.
Yeah, it's like a cooling sensation.
Like it ain't right. It's like using like that minty shower gel that makes your balls tingle.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. What are you doing off screen there? Are you eating? Have you got an apple?
Oh no, I'm writing a hypothetical thing for the end. I just thought of another one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Also, while we're on the subject, I'm sharing this because I'm in a state where I'm willing to whore my personal life out for content.
Please.
So I am actually embarking on a retention mission.
Okay.
In that I'm not going to masturbate for as long as I can.
Okay. How long have you gone for?
It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow.
2 weeks tomorrow. That's pretty good. I don't think I've gone that long in a long time.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I mean, earlier today, like I was like looking at like a pen on my desk and looking at it really, really hard, and I think I moved it a little bit.
I thought you were going to say you were looking at the pen on your desk and you were like, I should jerk that pen off.
Yeah, I want to insert that under my penis.
While we're talking about ejaculation, would it be offensive?
We're talking about holding from ejaculation.
This is not much. This isn't really a hypothetical, so I'd like to just quickly insert it now because it is involving ejaculation while we're on the topic.
Famous for quickly inserting.
Yeah, so here's a bit of an early treat for the end of the show. But basically, if you found out you're a father to a kid somewhere in the world, would you step up and be that daddy?
Somewhere in the world. Is it this country?
Yeah.
Is it Australia?
Yes. Oh well, you don't know that yet.
You don't know. It's like the fucking. It's like the assassins in Skyrim. They just show up with a note and with a blooded hand that says "We know."
Yeah, there's no further explanation.
Except it's not blood; it's cum. It's all cum wet wipe.
Do you step up? To the role based on the information you know?
Probably not, Matt.
Listen, it's a great question. I would assume that the woman probably knew, right? So she hasn't asked for help up until this point. So if she's not looking for any sort of assistance, then no.
Yeah.
That's a very diplomatic answer.
What are you going to do, Ben?
Diplomatic kind of guy.
Yeah.
Are you going to step up?
You'd step up.
Out of all three of us, you're in the least position to step up.
You reckon I'm the runner?
You're in the morally the best position to bolt. Yeah.
Ben Sane Bolt on that situation.
Ben Sane Bolt, indeed. Welcome to another episode of Just the Tip. I'm your host, Michael. Join with me always, as always, gladly joining me, Matthew. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing just great. I'm gaining telekinetic powers, and I feel great. My skin is beautiful. I'm full of energy.
You look better. You'd be full of energy. Yeah.
Are you sure you're not
Slept in
pregnant,
days.
dude? You're glowing.
Yeah, did you not hear me just before? I've been retaining my seed, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That eventually makes you pregnant. That's how it works.
You don't listen. You don't listen to me, Ben. All you're waiting for is your next turn to talk.
Yeah. And if it doesn't come too soon, he'll interrupt you.
I'm just coming in.
That's an attack. That's an attack, man.
When I talk on this podcast, Ben, you just hear like white noise. Just
Yeah.
I listen to every detail
Stats.
you say.
Okay.
It looks
how
like.
long has it been?
What do you mean?
How long has it been since
2 weeks.
Matt ejaculated? Okay, all
2
right,
weeks
all
since
right,
he
all right,
ejaculated.
all right. Maybe he's listening.
Okay. Yep.
So Matt not ejaculating, looking fine as hell, I might say. Look at you, fit, muscly,
Energy.
tanned. Moving on to my next co-host, who's ejaculated at least 3 times a day, and is covering his face from the sun.
Matt, oh man, that's gonna be a big load, brother. You're gonna need a whole tissue box for that one.
I'm gonna get to a month at least.
Okay. Can you get a tissue box and a tape measure, please?
Yeah, or like scales. I'll weigh it.
Oh yeah, weigh yourself before and after.
Yeah.
Would you rather win a competition for the world's largest ejaculate or furthest ejaculate?
Largest.
That's a great question. What a great question. Largest or furthest? I think furthest.
Yeah. I'll take largest. I feel like large is more impressive than distance.
No, if you can hit like 50 meters, like hit like a target, that'd be fucking sick.
Pretend we're in the cum museum and there's the 2 exhibits. Which one are we going to first? Large or distance?
I think I'd be more excited to see size over distance, although I know distance
that's what
will
I'm
impress
saying.
us.
I'm scurrying off to the size one. I'm just going, yep, nope, size.
No,
Off we go.
I think you'd be like shocked when you found out the distance was like 6.5 meters or something believable.
Exactly.
That's
why
not
I think like the quantity is like I think what you go to first, but you're more impressed by the distance once you see it. Like if they can like set out like a long jump distance type thing. Once you actually see it, you're like, oh fuck, that's actually impressive.
I feel like with the size, I'm gonna be like, what's that guy's name from Jurassic Park? The guy dresses in all black, Dr. Malcolm. I'd be like Dr. Malcolm walking up to the dinosaur shit, being like, "That's one big pile of cum."
Yeah.
And also Ben's here. My other co-host Ben is here. Yeah, that's great.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
I made it.
How was everybody's tipping on the weekend? Did everybody have a good time? Did everybody tip responsibly?
Yeah, there he goes.
Off he goes into space. See you next season, Ben.
Yeah. It ain't over. It ain't over, Ben.
Yeah, you know, it's over. If you knew who the players are on the board, it's over.
So Ben's been in the lead of our tipping competition since God, I don't know when, the prehistoric era.
It's been more than 6 weeks, I think.
Yeah, at least the Jurassic period.
Yeah.
And now he's just been overtaken by Lachlan, friend of the show.
Good job, Lachlan.
Runt.
I didn't think it was you. I didn't think it was going to be you, but I'm glad it was someone. And Matt, you're still in it as well. And
I'm still in it.
Fucking Harry's in it as well. Somehow
I'm creeping.
he's crawled his way up.
Mike, at this point, why do you get in like satisfaction from my misfortune when you don't even have a thing in the race? Like
I'm commentating. I'm like in episode
it
1. Those
disturbs me
guys
that you like
watching
that.
the pod race. I'm like, wow, this is great. I'm having fun with it. I'm watching the race.
Right.
You're in the race.
Go put on your Panthers beanie, mate. Come on.
It's back there. It's over there.
Where did you buy that?
I got this nice Just the Tip hat. Yeah, it was really cold at the game. I had to buy something.
Well, why would you buy a Panthers anything?
Panthers are my second team. I rep them.
You sicken me.
I've always said Panthers are my second team, right, Matt? Not just because they're good. Yeah.
I'd say it goes Titans, then Panthers, then probably Bulldogs. Oh, actually, no, you like the Dolphins these days.
I like the Dolphins at the start of the year. I like the Waz. I like the Dogs. Yeah, I'm a mercenary.
Yeah.
I'm like the TPJ of this podcast. TPJ isn't getting a final round. Did you see that? They've rested him this week.
Yeah.
It's so shit.
Obviously, they don't think they can win.
And also in the same breath, he might sign with the Dolphins for next year. So we'll see. He'll go back to Wayne Bennett. We all I mean, Tristan and Axel were the only people to take the Eels. Who fucking saw that coming, right?
Well, yeah.
Those two. And
That's
Noah,
what-
I guess. But
I don't think they saw it coming. They're just at the bottom of the ladder, so they're just fucking swinging.
Swinging. It was a swing and a hit with that one. They swung again with the Dragons being the Wars. Come on, guys. No, the Wars win.
You can't swing on everyone.
We all had the Doys. We all had the Storm. We all had the Chooks. We all had the Bronkies. We stuck. All three of us stuck with the Dogs.
With
did
the
you
Dogs.
Did you tip the Dogs last week, Penny? Or you had the Seabirds?
I tipped the Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest, one of the reasons I was tipping the Dogs, apart from what I said last week, was because I thought Ben would just tip the favorites, and he was only saying Dogs on the podcast to try and steer me on the other direction.
Yeah.
But turns out he did. Should have just tipped Manly.
He's a simple man. And wait, did you take the Knights, Ben? Or did you take the Sharks? What'd you do?
He took the Sharks.
Bummer. The Knights are going to win the whole thing, dude. Keep an eye out on the Knights, man. Probably tip them this week as well. Anything to say for the week that was? One last boot in? Anyone want to get a boot in on them?
I think the Knights need to get a loss out of the way. Like, they're going to lose, if you think about their streak till the grand final. When's the safest place to have a controlled loss?
That's it. That
like
actually
a controlled crash.
I like that point. It might be this weekend against the Dragons. The Dragons have been keeping teams honest at the back end of this year. So I feel like without KP, I haven't looked at the team lists for the Knights that in depth, but I think Frizzell is out as well.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But
we'll get to it. A controlled loss might be a good idea.
Could be time.
There's only one bit of news I want to speak about this week. I could try to keep track of the news, but every time I went to go look, one thing just kept coming into my head. Jai Arrow's pit bull mauls his coach's cavoodle at training on Bring Your Dog to Work Day.
Oh man, it's been a tough couple weeks for the Rabbitohs, and that just did not help.
Why the fuck is there a Bring Your Dog to Work Day? And why is Jai Arrow bringing his dog? Jai Arrow's had problems with his dog before, hasn't he? Jai Arrow's dog has killed people at the beach, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Allegedly, yeah. Okay. Jai Arrow's dog has been in trouble before. This is not the first
time.
It's
not a shark, dude?
No, it's a dog. And I've seen a photo of him. Get that file photo of him like cuddling it at training, and the dog looks so happy. He's just had a big feed of cavoodle, and he's so happy.
I don't know why you'd say why would they have a don't bring your dog to work event, because like everyone should bring in their dogs everywhere. Just don't let your dog be a cunt.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, am I Jai Arrow, and do I own a vicious pit bull that's hurt other people's dogs before? Probably not the best idea to bring my dog to training, you know?
Every dog is safe with a muzzle.
It's one of those big dogs. I don't think he could get a muzzle big enough for it, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's been a rough week with the Rabbitohs. Obviously, you talk of discontent, infighting. Sam Burgess and John Morris, the other assistant coach, they're leaving right before finals, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Talk that they're fighting in the video meetings that they do, and then I messaged you, Mike, recently, Latrell putting up that post saying sometimes families fight, but we still love each other, or something like that.
Yeah.
And now Jai Arrow's dog just kills the coach's dog.
The dog is fine. I think I saw the report that the dog is fine, but yeah, a small mauling.
Shaken up, I've heard. Shaken
up. Stressed, as cavoodles can be.
Yeah.
Tip time? Any other news from the week? Is there any other serious news?
Well,
Rabbitohs are shambles. They're not going to make the finals.
Rabbitohs are in a shambles, but just tonight, Corey Horsburgh, he went to the judiciary to try to get his shoulder charge overturned, which didn't look too much like a shoulder charge. It looks like a good hit to me, but he's been found guilty, so he's gone for 4 games. Yeah. So he won't play again unless they make the grand final.
Raiders aren't going to happen. Raiders aren't even going to make the 8. I got the hot tip for you. They're not going to make the 8 either.
Yeah.
And Jared Ria-Hargraves. Look, that's Jared Ria-Hargraves' hit on Appy Coruscant. Yes, it did almost take Appy Coruscant's head off, but Appy Coruscant's a medicinal midget, and Jared Rea-Hargreaves is like a half giant. So JWH is gonna like break his back if he tries to bend over and get to Appy's chest level. His only choice is to grab him by the throat and throw him into the ground. So I mean, he's gonna get a ban for like 6 weeks, I reckon. I don't know if that's come out yet. Maybe keep an eye on that. But I don't think it's fair. Appy Coruscant is always getting hit in the head, and it's because the cunt's like 4 foot tall. It's not fair to everybody else. There should be a height limit. There's height limits on roller coasters. There should be height limits on the NRL.
What if they make the base of his shoes? What if they make the base of his shoes like a foot taller? So it's just super thick.
Yeah, it's big studs. They should have really big studs. Thick inlays. Yeah, you're right. That's the out of the box thinking that you're on this show for. That's a great idea. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, like those shoes that just go Stu wears.
Yeah,
I thought of another idea, but it's pretty impossible and very elaborate. But basically, you know, the setup of that sky cam thing they've got. So he's always hanging a foot above the ground.
Yeah. So he's the same height as everybody else. Yeah.
He's
love that idea.
As everybody else. But he technically can't run. So somebody from the coaching department has to be controlling independent.
He's just like Pink, just fucking flying through the air.
Yeah.
Oh, difficult.
It'd be so good for like chasing kicks and stuff.
Or catching them even. Yeah. Shall we tip?
I could tip.
That's actually genius. Sorry to take this one step further, but basically every player is on that system.
It's a lot. That's a lot of wires.
That's a lot of wires. Yeah. Yeah. At that point, to save wires, you may as well, you know, like a foosball table, you have like players in a row just all on one.
They might as well just be on like a big stick. Yeah.
Yeah, basically just just kick
flip them. All the coaching staff is on the side, like trying to flip them.
Yeah.
Anyways,
this episode is off the rails already.
Yeah.
Let me have a look at these teams. The Broncos have rested basically everyone, and the
so have the Storm.
The Ryan Storms have basically rested everybody else. So who the fuck is going to win this game? No idea. This will be a perfect round decider. Just squinting at these teams and looking at the experience on both sides, I want to say Storm. Elise Katoa is still playing. Tariq Sims has experience. Josh King is playing. Penne is coming off the bench. Pappy is going to be leading them from the back. Wishart's played. Remus Smith and Olam have played. Like, this is fine. I think it's the Storm. Like, who the fuck is on the Broncos? Tristan Saylor's played a little bit. Who's Josh Rogers? I don't know. Smoothie? Nah. Yeah, nah. I'm going to go with the Storm on this one.
Yeah.
Who wants it?
I've got a lot to say, but I want to hear from Ben first, because I know Ben doesn't look at the team list, so he has no idea what we're talking about. Ben, who do you think is going to win between the Broncos and the Storm?
I think earlier, if you'd have asked me like a few months ago, I would have a different answer, but I'll be tipping the Storm this weekend.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like, purple is my favorite color, I guess.
Is it really?
Great color.
Prove it. No, prove that it's a great color. Not that it's your favorite. I believe that it's your favorite.
Well, because it was hard to get.
That's true. It was hard to get. I think it's only like 1,000 years old, purple.
They're the Dolphins of the colors, basically. You know.
Dolphins aren't that hard to get, bro. You just need a boat and an ocean.
Yeah, just go to the right country.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been dolphin fishing?
No, I can't say I have.
Have you?
Oh, well. When have I not is a more appropriate question.
Almost.
All right.
Let's not talk about hurting Dolphins. I like Dolphins.
Let's not bring it up again. Matthew.
Okay, so yeah, this game to start off the round, which may determine our tipping competition, is absolute chaos. So the Broncos have rested Walsh, Farnworth, Cobbo, Mann, Walters, Haas, Hapewell, Reynolds, Carrigan.
Controlled loss.
And now Katoni Sags is suspended as well. So they've got two debutants, Blake Moser, who a lot of people were saying that he's the next Cam Smith. He apparently is quite a good hooker. And Josh Rogers, who I know nothing about. Whereas the Storm, they've rested Meaney, Seve, Coates, Munster, Welch, Asafa Solomona, Harry Grant, Jerome Hughes, Kamakamitha, Tom Eisenhuth, and Trent Liero.
All of them.
So Ryan Pappenhausen starts at fullback, and they've got Sualavi Falogo debuting. Again, I don't know anything about him. So, who knows, right? This is the two. There are two Queensland Cup teams playing each other. But here's some crazy stats. So Melbourne's most common opponent is Brisbane. They've played 53 games against them, and they've won 75% of those games. Huge win rate. The Storm have also won 13 straight games against the Brisbane Broncos.
Okay.
The last time they lost to the Broncos was in 2016 when the Broncos were, a premiership threat team. As I said, trying to predict the winner of this seems impossible. My gut feels like as you said before, Mike, the Storm have, I think, maybe more NRL experience on the field, but the Broncos team are in form.
I mean, is this Broncos team in form?
Well, I feel like, iron sharpens iron. So they're obviously training well. So I think these guys are playing against the guys who are training well. But I do love a streak.
Yeah.
So I've got my button on the Storm right now. But I have a feeling, as the Broncos are my most hated team, that I could see them upsetting me in the first game of the round just to spite me.
Yeah, that's safe. Spite bet, I think. Do you think Keenan Palacia is going to do his ACL in this game?
I hope not. I really don't.
It's coming. It's coming.
Because he's coming to us next year, isn't he?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's coming.
So, all right, I'm on Storm right now.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's fair. All right. For Friday night, we have got the Manly Seagulls hosting the Tigers at 6 p.m. This is like a little bit of shit you eat before the steak on Friday night. You cleanse your palate with a little bit of shit. Neither of these two teams can make the 8. And I believe for the first ever time, Ben, you're going to like this, for the first ever time in the NRL, there's going to be a female head referee running this game.
Oh, is it Belinda Sharp or one of those girls?
Well, there's two women. Someone else is doing it, I think, at the Titans Dogs game. There's another one. I'm not sure. I read their names, didn't retain the information. But yeah,
Belinda Sharp.
Good
for her.
Kind of a smart move by the NRL, I think, because the NRL is filled with racists, bigots, and sexists. So might as well give the ladies a run.
Ben's right here, man. Like, why could you say that?
I got the Venn diagram on Ben there. But they might as well give the women refs a run on games that don't really matter towards the end of the season. I think that's a pretty smart move.
Look at Ben. I can't see Ben's face, but he's seething.
No, I agree.
Could you imagine if they did this on the Roosters Rabbitohs game, and like this game actually matters? It's like 8 and 10th.
They do.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like
do it like this.
They give all the reserve grade players a crack. This round. This is the novelty round. Let them have it.
Novelty round. Well, the NRL's done it to themselves, I think, with all the players dropping out for I don't know, health reasons or whatever. The NRL's done it to themselves. The season's too long. But I digress. Who you got for this one, Benny?
Waz fucked me, but I'm going Waz.
Wait.
Oh man.
Wait. Let him put.
Okay.
Who you got for this one, man?
Please continue.
Yeah. Oh, they're so disappointing. Eagles. They're both.
Why don't you bring up the Waz?
I didn't say was.
You did.
No, I did not. I may have made a sound that sounded like it, but oh, I mean, whatever.
Roll
Go
that
fuck
back.
I've just read replay.
Oh, was fucked me, but I'm going war. Yeah.
It's a note for later.
No.
Put it in black and white.
Sea Eagles to beat the Tigers, whatever.
Yeah, I think the
Whatever.
Sea
You're
Eagles
hilarious.
probably.
You're a bunch of grade 3 kids.
You're just mad we haven't brought up your hijab yet.
We're lucky to let you drive, dude.
I'm gonna also take the Manly Sea Eagles, but I don't give a shit about this game.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm also going to take the Manly Sea Eagles. They've won 5 games in a row against the Tigers. They deserve favoritism here. I mean, it's not a hard thing to do, really. I have a feeling that maybe Tigers might be looking at it's Friday night.
Mhm.
Great time to get their Mad Monday celebrations off to an early start and just take the entire weekend. Like this for the Tigers who have had a tough year, they could have a mad weekend.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I like that. You're thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't deserve it.
We should give out a silver circuit to the best Mad Monday costume. You know how they sometimes dress up in costume and get papped? Silver circuit to the best Mad Monday costume as judged by us. I'll take that upon myself to find that. Give us some options for that.
Yeah. Also, Jake JWH playing game 200. So shout out to Jake.
Bless his heart. All right, here we go. The real stake of Friday night. We have got the South Sydney Rabbitohs hurtling down the table, I think so. Yeah, maybe. Versus the Roosters, who are just fucking digging their little talons in, crawling up that fucking ladder.
They're trying.
They're sure as shit trying. I think the Rabbitohs are a fucking mess here. I can't see what the sports bets are. I don't know who the favorites are. This is probably a good thing. I think the Rabbitohs are a fucking mess, and the Roosters are a real sniff here. My button is currently on the Roosters, but can one of you guys convince me to do otherwise? Maybe Matt, you start.
Okay, I'll start.
Because Ben's distracted.
We know that there's fighting. It looks like they went on an army camp on the week off that they had, maybe to do some, what do they call it? Team building, morale exercises.
Yeah.
But Latrell is not playing this game, so Blake Taft's the fullback. Latrell's suspended. They've also got Isaac Thompson coming in on the wing, and Totolo starting. Arrow's on the bench, probably because his dog mauled the coach's dog.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it. And Jacob Host is out. Michael Cheekham on the edge. Whereas for the Roosters, Tedesco's back from concussion. Manu's named despite the hamstring injury that he picked up last week. They need him to play. See if he actually does. But Rio Hargraves, he's definitely not playing. He's at least out for 3 games. Challenging. He's at the judiciary as we speak. So back in round 3, the Roosters beat Souths by 2 points. But there were different teams back then. Even though there's all this talk about the Souths dressing room being in shambles, I can see Souths upsetting the Roosters here. Like a while ago, our friend Elliot said, I think the Roosters win every single game from here on out after they broke their losing streak, except right when they need to win to make the finals against the Rabbitohs, they'll lose. And I like that narrative. So I'm going up for a narrative pick here. I'm going to say the Rabbitohs win by 6.
Yeah. I love how much these two teams hate each other and how intertwined their destinies are. Ben, who you got for this one?
Can you go before me?
I mean,
we've both gone already.
I've gone. Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. This is a hard one for me.
It's a hard week.
Yeah. This time last year, I was in a beret swinging a beer drunk in Sydney.
Great times. I think that might have been round 25, though. They only had 25 rounds last year, right? It's 2 extra rounds.
Don't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone's ringing.
Well, you best answer it.
Yeah, I mean.
Can you hear that?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to answer it?
No.
Yeah. You can answer it if you want. We've got time.
No. I'm not going to answer the phone on the fucking over the thing with you guys.
Well, you might as well. You brought it up.
Oh, there's, again,
there it is.
like,
I heard that.
you could put your phone on silent.
Dude, I got a massive problem with my phone, dude.
Yeah,
we can
My
hear
phone, No,
I
my
got a
phone
massive
is
problem with
like-
your massive problem.
Like the screen's fucked.
Okay.
So
I got to buy a new phone, so I can't fix the volume. Oh wait, yes I can.
I'm not sure if you remember, like it was a couple of weeks ago, we actually showed you this really handy tip. So on the phone, there's actually a button on the side where you can actually put it on silent, and then it doesn't ring and make noise during the podcast
I do
that
that.
we're recording.
I do that. I just did it.
You do that?
You could put it away. Put it over here.
Can you guys just? Okay, we're all good. Let's continue. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Just the Tip.
So
For this match, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tip. You didn't interrupt me. I'm gonna backflip, and I'm gonna go with the bunnies. And
Really?
It feels dirty. Oh fuck! It feels so dirty.
Back your boys. Come on.
Yeah,
You literally have nothing to lose.
boys. Oh shit! No,
Yeah.
you're spoofing me. I like a narrative story though. Like Matt, you sold me on the whole Elliot thing because he was right about something else, and then fuck, Elliot, shut your mouth. All right, I'm gonna go with Elliot.
Yeah, mind you,
The Elliots.
I was talking to him. No, it was last week, maybe the week before. I asked him who he think would win between Rabbitohs and Newcastle at the time, and he was like, "Oh, I think maybe Rabbitohs will win. I think someone was missing for the Knights, maybe Hastings, and it was a must-win game for the Rabbitohs." And he was like, "I'll go with that." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm happy with that." And they lost. They got destroyed. So he's
Was he really drunk at the time?
No, I just
Was he
messaged
sober?
him. He could have been drunk.
Okay.
I don't know. It was just a message.
I'm just saying, you want him to be like halfway through a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
want him to be fucking lit up.
Yeah.
Next game we've got the Dolphin versus the aforementioned Warriors. Dolphin announced today they had 30,000 members in their inaugural season. How about that? How many Titans members are there? Not that many, right?
At least 3.
At least 3. I've met 2 others. Yeah, we got Wild's Dolphins here. Suncorp, Gabba,
Suncorp.
Heyo.
Suncorp.
This is the last proper round of the season, guys. How about that?
This is it.
We did it.
Yeah, 27
Two of us-
rounds.
Yeah.
Dude, you've got such a different tune this week. Last week you had the this is dragging on vibe about you.
The light, I'm seeing the light at the top of Mount Doom. I can see the little door there, and we're walking through it.
Yeah.
I'm carried. I can't edit the podcast, but I can sure carry you, Matt.
Yeah, that's
You know what that's
right.
like.
You got that surge of adrenaline that Sam gets right at the end.
Yeah,
And we got to
that's right.
you got to translate this to the actual NRL, right? Because what teams feel like ours, where it's like, you know what, we feel good. Let's go throw the ball around, just make us feel happy, and we actually win.
We're the Eels. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, we suck. Dolphins wise, Ben.
Wow.
Well, Matt.
Yep, love that. That's a man who's not looked at the team list. Okay, so interesting game, this one.
Oh,
Saturday afternoon.
Mm.
For the Dolphins, Jesse Bromwich returns from his groin injury for the final game of the regular season. J-Wall goes to the bench. That's okay. Boost for them. For the Warriors, their top 4 spot is secured. They're locked into the top 4. So they're resting Sean Johnson, Chancellor Klukstad, DWZ, Adam Fanua-Blake, Wade Egan, Tohu's injured, Luke Metcalf's injured.
Yeah.
Shit.
So Dolphins, they've had a decent season. In the end, I mean, they started strong and then fell away to 14th, which I think is probably what we thought where they probably would finish in the end.
Yeah.
I would have said the Warriors get an easy win here, but they've got one eye on the finals. They have to travel to Brisbane for this game. I think the Dolphins can end the year. I think the Dolphins can end the year strong here. So I'm going to say the Dolphins win by 10 points.
I'm gonna Finn. I'm a Finn boy. I just swap Finn.
You're flipping like a purple dolphin.
Yeah.
Flipping in the sky.
By the way, as you were flipping, you yelled out "was." again.
Yeah, I realize that.
You got yours on the brain.
I'm not on the same page with you guys. I'm a couple pages behind. I'm a slower reader.
Yeah.
Plus, my teleprompter's broken anyway.
What we should do is just record a fake podcast where I don't discuss any team changes and just let Ben tip whatever he wants to tip.
Yeah.
And then we do a real one where I actually talk about the team and we don't tell him.
And then just say every time, yep, the same 13 that did the job last week.
Yeah, I'm here helping you, Ben. What am I doing?
Yeah. I like that. I like that Dolphin narrative as well. Too many wires out, too many key wires out, and the Dolphins love this. Bring it home for the season. Good shit. I say Dolphin win. Next game we have got the Panthers versus the Cowboys. Panthers licking their wounds from getting electrocuted by the Eels. Back-to-back home games to end the season. You love that. Doys. Season over yet? Maybe?
No. I think they're in 9th.
They're in 9th?
Yeah, they got to keep winning.
So there's blood in that. I mean, well, if the Eels have proved anything, there's blood in the water here, and not all of it is menstrual. We can see here that the Panthers are defeatable more than they have ever been. I think I heard today that Jerome Luai, in his regular NRL games, not including any rep games, he has a 77% win rate. And the Panthers 77%, and the Panthers lose 56% of the time when he's not playing.
Stat.
Something to consider here. In saying that, you can't tip against the Panthers. I'm never going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Panthers all the way here. Matthew.
Yes. Luai's gone, dislocated his shoulder, so Jack Coggers, the 5'8". But they do get Dylan Edwards, Taruva, Mitch Kenny, and Sorensen back after they got rested last week. Cowboys, they have the same 17 that beat the Dolphins, and they need to win to make finals. You know, regardless of what happens between the Rabbitohs Roosters game, if the Cowboys win, I think they probably get that last spot. Well, actually, if Rabbitohs win, it might not work. Yeah, I need to check that. But the Cowboys have actually won 2 in a row against Penrith, and I don't know if any team can say that these days. They're going to be desperate. They have to win to make finals. Meanwhile, you know, another thing to consider as well is that if the Broncos win on Thursday, that means they have locked up the minor premiership. So if that's the case, and Penrith can't finish any lower than 2nd, I believe. So Penrith may decide to just rest even more players because they're not going to go up, they're not going to go down the ladder. Watch that space, you know, if they start resting Cleary right before the game. Yeah. But for now, I'm going to say Panthers win by 8, but I'm going to be checking the news.
Keep an eye on that. Benjamin, Doctor.
How many people from Townsville are going to make the trip down to Western Sydney?
At least
2.
Yeah, 2? Yeah,
At least 2.
Just 2.
I don't know. I think the Panthers
and one of them might be Chad Townsend.
Crowd are going to demand a win.
Panthers are going to want blood?
Yeah.
Want blood.
Okay. And blood shall flow.
That's not a bad episode title. It's very dramatic.
The menstrual one is better.
Which one was that?
You said something about menstrual blood, something.
Oh, there's blood in the water and not all of it's menstrual?
That's a way better title.
Yeah, that might be a bit long.
It's a bit wordy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Edit all that out. We have got the Dragons versus the Knights here. Let me have a good look at this Knights team list. Lockie Miller, he's not going to want to play good. He's going to try and tank the Knights season as much as possible. He's off to the fucking Super League next week. What do we got? Adam Clune. Adam Clune's been doing a fucking job. Hey. Where's he going next year? He's going somewhere. Dogs?
Is he?
Dogs? I think he's going to the Dogs.
Dog.
Yeah. Calculated loss. Ben, take this one. Walk me through the calculated loss that the Knights need to do here.
Huddersfield Giants.
The Gong, Saturday night. Oh, man. The ugliest supporter bases of any clubs.
They're not going to know who's who.
Yeah, dude. Like the average attendee at that, like the whole thing, would be like averaging maybe a 3 or a 4.
Is there going to be more attendees or teeth there, do you think?
That's a good one.
Let us know in the comments.
Shitting on fans is my favorite.
Yeah, Zoom. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, they're the most deserving.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I mean, Knights fucked me last week. I thought they were going to lose against the Sharks, but they did it. When does their streak end? Is this the controlled loss?
Dude, I'm liking your controlled loss narrative.
I don't know,
This is the
Matt.
week to
What
do
do you
it.
think? What do you think, dude? I'm taking your job, Mike. Matt, what do you think?
Tell us what to think, Matt.
Okay. This is a really
Yeah,
tricky one.
yeah.
This whole round is this is a championship round. Like there's been a
Yeah.
couple easy ones recently. This one it's a hard one to tip. For the Dragons, Jack DeBellin comes back from his suspension in a lock, so Michael Molo goes back to the bench. Whereas for Newcastle, Ponga's got his AC joint injury, so he's out. Hastings is in the reserves, so who knows if he'll play or not. But Frizzell is rested, also Gagai, Phoenix, Crossland, who have all been some of their best.
Yeah.
Like beforehand, I would have said Knights easy. But now I think Dragons definitely have a shot. They're at home. They've had a bad year. Again, they're going to want to end it strong. The Knights are in such undeniable form. Sometimes, like I said before, like iron sharpens iron. Just because you've got some good players out, the guys who come in are probably going to do a job as well. So for now, I'm saying Knights win by 6 points. But depending on how the weekend shakes out, if I need to tip an underdog to win this comp, I would have no problems swapping to Dragons.
This is probably the safest one to swap to, I think.
Yeah.
Don't pussy talk to me. Put your balls on the table, mate. It's the last week.
Present them. Please place them. There's a spot on the table for you to place your balls right now.
Yeah,
Put your
I'm
balls
going
down.
to tip the Dragons. I'm switching to the Dragons.
Yeah.
There's my balls.
Nice.
You're
Nice.
switching to the Dragon. Yeah, I also am going to take the Dragons. For what I said earlier, they've been keeping teams honest. I think the Knights are down on troops. The Knights have pretty much secured a top 8 spot, so you might as well just cruise this week. Cruise leaning into the finals.
Cruise leaning on in. Speaking of,
Yeah. Speaking of, we got. What is this? The game of the round?
I think this might be the game of the round.
This is going to be a fun game, at least. Like this, here's another one where two teams who cannot make finals are going head to head. Female ref. No one gives a shit. No one is going to be tuning at home. I don't know if KO's even streaming this one.
Yes, talking about Poostling and Sundays. This is the definition.
Last home game of the round. Are we going to go on the field after the game, Matt? We can't. We got to watch the Sharks Raiders game, don't we?
We do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get so fucking wasted at this. It's gonna be great. I hope TPJ's there. Get him to sign my New South Wales jersey.
Yeah, get him to sign a Dolphins jersey or something weird.
Benjamin, as someone who's completely unbiased in this game, who you got? Dogs or Titans?
Can't stand both of these teams. They just piss me off.
Okay.
They've got like that want to punch you face without a face.
Yeah.
Punchy face without a face. I've got the marketed for 10-year-olds Gold Coast.
It's a low blow, but not untrue.
It's true. Yeah.
Yep.
That was your tip. You've got the marketed for under 10-year-olds Gold Coast Titans.
Yeah.
That hurts. They are marketed for.
That's
under
a better
10-year-olds.
name than the Titans. They should think about
the Gold Coast under 10-year-olds. That hurts. I am going to take the Titans here. Might as well. Like I said, I'm out of this competition. I'm just here for the fun times, for the hangs. And I'm going to take the Titans by 4 points. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take them by 2 points.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a Tommy Weaver conversion from the sideline. It's going to be even. Titans are going to score in the last 5 minutes and a Tommy Weaver conversion from the sidelines. And they defend their fucking asses off for the last 5 minutes of the season. Please, it's all I fucking ask of you cunts is just fucking defend. Matt,
And how many beaten wives are there going to be in Canterbury by 12 that night?
Yeah, quite a few, I imagine.
At least 2. This game, yes, it's the game of the round, and Mo's back. He was out last week because his first child was born, so I think he scores a try.
That's a weak
This weekend?
excuse.
That happens all
Not
the
playing
time.
a game just because your child's born. And Sean Johnson potentially not playing a couple of weeks ago because of his second born. Like, get over yourself. Do your job.
Happens all the time.
Also,
Happens
like,
all the time.
not even just being born. Like, you should miss your wife, like the birth of your child, the actual event in the hospital. You should miss that if you're playing.
This is
Wait.
football.
I thought you were going to say you should miss it regardless of whether you're busy or not.
Yeah.
It's not a man's job.
Back in my day, that buddy bring the baby to the game. They'd take him out of the hospital. Like, they they lose a ball. They're just like, oh, throw the baby in. All right.
Back in my day, you'd be doing cream pies in May to avoid this whole situation. Get that baby out in the preseason.
Cream pies in May, also not a bad episode title.
Cream pies in May.
Would that work? Hang on.
That's my favorite so far.
June, July, August, October, November, December. Sure. Oh, it might be a preseason baby. It might be a February baby. So,
That's fine.
That's fine.
Preseason games don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, Mo's back, but they lose
Yes.
Isaac Liu with a finger injury, whereas for the Dogs, as we said, TPJ's out, Harrison Edwards is out. Who cares about Harrison Edwards?
No one cares.
Even though last week I said that the Dogs would win, they would beat Manly to set up a miraculous Titans win here.
Yeah.
A famous victory for the ages, I might add. That didn't come true. Regardless, I've never been more certain of a result in the history of rugby league than in this game. I think the Titans either win this one by 1 point or they win it by 40 points.
Okay. Yeah.
Breaking the record. Actually, tell you what they do. Actually, no, this doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Cool.
I think I tell you what, I'm gonna lock it in. I think the Titans win by 40 points.
Yeah. That's your margin?
I think they win 48-8.
Don't put that margin in, dude. We need you to win.
Like, my margin's already so shit. I'm gonna win this comp on a perfect round with a crazy margin.
That's good shit. Yeah, I got Titans. We did that. All right, last game of the round. This is.
Oh well, I didn't do that one.
Yeah, you did. You did the marketed for the 10-year-olds.
Yeah, that's right.
But I also just want to add another point for the next game.
Please go ahead.
Fingers are the most like pussy appendages. If you think about them, right? They're all just like little hands, right? Like back in my day, we didn't have fingers, right? I got a finger injury. Like I can't play. Like grow up.
Tape it to another finger and move on.
You don't need your fingers.
Isaac Liu doesn't need his fucking fingers. Just put some fucking oven mitts on and get out there.
Like, can you think of anything more pussy than a pinky finger? A pinky. Like the bubbliness of it is in the name. Pinky.
Is Liu signed for next season? He shouldn't have to play. But is Liu?
I think so.
Now, next season. That's something you can work it. That's something you can set your
watch to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you need at least a thumb and 2 fingers to catch a ball.
Man, what do you reckon it'd be if all your fingers were friends? What would be like the social dynamic between them? Would like the thumb be like the alpha, like the tough guy?
No, the thumb would be so left out.
These two would be best friends. These two would be best friends.
All the other fingers would be asking, why does the thumb always smell like shit?
Yeah.
Isaac Liu, where are you, cunt? 2024.
Let us know in the comments what personality attachments you would give to each finger.
All right, what do we got? Sharks, Raiders, Sharks at home. Both must win, right? They're both on 32 points. Wow, watch this game. Holy shit, we have to watch this game. They're both on 32 points. Depending on what the Rabbitohs do, this is very important stuff here, this game. I don't think the Raiders are going to make the 8.
None of this is important, dude. Like we're a blimp in the universe.
Oh yeah, we're a speck. We're a speck on a rock hurtling through space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're also
Well, yeah,
just
none
like,
of this matters, but important to the sense of the NRL competition.
yeah, if we zoom in, sure.
Yeah.
I think we were already zoomed in. You've just zoomed out without telling us you were zooming out.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Sharks for this one only because I don't see the Raiders making the 8th, and I want to see Ricky Stewart go absolutely ape shit after the game.
Yeah.
I want him to ban Mad Monday for the players. I want him to just go absolutely fucking ape shit. No cameraman will be safe that day.
No.
Yeah.
He's going to be drinking from a fucking bottle of rum sitting in his car in the parking lot of that stadium.
Shark Park.
Or through the whole night. He's not even going to go home.
Yeah, he can't drive. Someone took his keys.
Also, actually, I wonder if he drives himself. He'd probably catch the
bus, I imagine. Yeah. Who you got for this one, Ben?
Front of the bus?
Real quick.
Sits at the front of the bus? All right.
Shark
I
race.
hope I got. Fucking hell. This is such a cum sling game. I don't know who to tip for this, but I've gone for the Sharks.
Go Sharks.
How does a cum sling game compare to a poo sling game? Like, is it a higher quality game? And by how much?
A cum sling game is better than a poo sling game, but like it's not. This is when you really zoom in. It's very subtle differences, but
yeah,
it means like one of the teams is kind of okay-ish, maybe.
Cum sling. Is there a higher level of sling game? Like, what can you sling to make it a good game?
You'll have to catch that on the next episode, mate.
Yeah, have a think about it. Okay, so this game, Nicholas Hines is back from his quad injury in the only change to the side. And yeah, they need to win to lock up at least a home final for week 1, which is an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, like the Raiders could either lock up a home final or drop completely out of the 8 because their points differential is so bad, like negative 100, which is insane.
Yeah.
And now they've lost Corey Horsburgh to his suspension. Also, Josh Papali'i's gone for the rest of the year with a biceps injury. They've got a debutant, Hohepa Puru. Know nothing about him. Hope he goes well.
Shout out.
So everything points to a Cronulla win so far. But here's an insane stat. Canberra have won 9 straight games against Cronulla, including a 4-point win earlier this year in Canberra. Can they make it 10 in a row? Losing Papali'i and Horse makes me think no. So I'm going to say Sharks win by 8.
Yeah, that's fair. Although this is the type of game that the Raiders should win, you know. Back to back, guns out. It is us against the world shit right now. If we want to stay together, we need to win right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders here, but I don't see it happening.
Is it at the Shark Park, right?
I believe so. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't say on the NRL thing. Oh wait, no, here it is. Points bet. Yeah, that's Shark Park.
Yeah, that's Shark Park.
It's above the ad.
Cheapest gambling site.
I'll take the Sharks.
Yeah, I'll take the Sharks. All right, cool. That's the round that is coming. Should we get to some YouTube comments? YouTube comments?
Yep, comments.
Comments here.
Comments for sale.
Rugby League History writes, West Tigers have been the worst run club in the NRL for over 10 years now. That's true. They are very close to becoming the first team to finish last 1 year and go backwards the next. As I predicted earlier in the year, I like that stat. Not to mention all the other unwanted records they've set over the last decade. The fans have a right to voice their opinions. Chairman Lee, as Fergo the Freak call him, is bang out of order. Bang out of order.
Bang out of order.
How do you think Rugby League History says bang out of order?
Bang out of order.
Bang out of order. Bang out of order.
Bang out of order.
That's bang out of order. That is.
Bang out of order. That is.
Oh, that's bang out of order.
Mate, that's bang out of order.
It's pretty good.
Don't call me mate, Chav.
I was bang out of order. History of football rights. I think the people did care about the Asia Cup. They didn't. I was living in Australia at the time. I'll brag about it. And the quarterfinal versus China got 74K at Suncorp. Wow. And the final versus South Korea got 77K. All the pubs in my area were heaving. Heaving? Have I said that right?
Heaving. Yeah.
Heaving. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we will go to the pub for something like that, I guess. But yeah,
I think
no
that
one
was
cares.
the wrong choice of word, but I mean, just
Yeah.
you know,
There are levels to hype.
William Pearson writes, Broncos haven't won in Canberra since 2017.
They have now.
Yeah, they have now. Sorry, William.
Sorry, Willie. Keep up. Let's lay another stat on us this week.
Future
Don't be
body.
so condescending, Matt. Fucking hell.
Yeah, chuck another stat on us,
No, actually, I do mean it. Check another stat. Please comment.
please.
Don't comment.
Future body tech. I think in response to ranking, your favorite people on this show has written 1 Matt, 2 Ben, and 3 the other guy.
Hey, at least I'm not wild.
Yeah,
You
thanks.
didn't even know
Future
your
Body Tech.
fucking name, dude.
You wouldn't put yourself in last, Ben.
Yeah.
Jeff Stern writes, and this is comment of the week. Mike's comment of the week goes to this one. Jeff Stern writes, Matt, I haven't blocked you. I watch every episode and am dazzled by the moronic disinformation that is sprouted by the 3 of you. Ben's constant fidgeting annoys me. Annoys me too, Jeff. Mike's know-it-all attitude annoys me. And you're fucking boring.
Someone's got to do it.
FYI.
You're fucking boring. I love an honest man. Thank you for coming, Jeff.
FYI, old people understand sarcasm and the Eels are specials. Yeah, they're special. They won. They beat the Panthers.
Shout out. That was absolutely correct.
I read that.
Did he tip the Eels though?
No, he didn't. Again, Jeff, you got to let us know in the comments when you are and when you aren't tipping the Eels, so we know when to flip.
We gotta know. We gotta know.
He could actually charge money for that service. He should just give the reverse tip.
I read that comment out to Jess, and she said, "You do have a know-it-all attitude."
Yeah, that was funny.
Nailed him.
Unjustified one at that.
Ben, do you have a hypothetical for us?
Hypothetical.
I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do you want the lighter one or the darker one first?
Let's start light, maybe.
Let's start light.
Yeah.
Okay. I wrote this down during the show. Would you rather have a name that's 1,000 letters long?
Okay.
So like you don't have to write it all the time, but like there are times where you got to write your full name.
Sometimes you do, yeah.
That could be that could be, yeah. So I mean, it's quite inconvenient. Or you got to legally change your name to first name Brisbane, last name Broncos. BB, and it's got a ring to it. It's got some nice initials. BB.
Brisbane Broncos.
1,000 name word get fucking
1,000 name or 1,000 letters?
Sorry, 1,000 letter word.
Yeah.
A name, but like you're gonna be writing anytime you like create an account for something or
sign a government document or a mortgage, a loan application. Yeah.
Fuck, that's tough.
And there's also going to be the inconvenience of them just not having like the capacity for you to like type it in as well.
The boxes won't be big enough.
Yeah, like you have to call them and be like, hey, I got a weird thing.
Yeah, look, it was either this or be called Brisbane Broncos. I'm going to take Brisbane Broncos for the sole reason that I would probably get free beers at the Caxton. Right? Like I probably wouldn't have to pay for drinks at the Caxton.
That's true. If you showed your ID.
Show my ID. They'd like that. They might even put a painting of me on the wall, potentially. Probably not.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink
I'll take
Broncos
Brisbane
supporters, dude.
Okay.
You don't want to do that.
They're not always there.
They're pretty bad
people. All right. I tell you what. I'm also going to take the name Brisbane Broncos, but for a different reason. I couldn't handle writing your entire name out. God, you'd be there for hours.
I can't even visualize 1,000 letters.
Yeah, but like let's just say
like 200 or 300 words.
Right. I take the name Brisbane Broncos. I get known. People find out of the club. I get a job at the club. and I bring down the organization from the inside.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Good stuff. Yep.
All whilst getting a
Sabotage it.
nice paycheck.
No one would ever suspect the dude called Brisbane Broncos
Yeah, that's genius. And
to take down the club.
you're getting paid as well to sabotage them. It's genius. They're paying you to sabotage them.
Yeah, so
Your mind is just money and cum, hated. Like, that's all you think about.
Well, the
Yeah.
next one is not relating to cum. Okay, here we go.
I'll be the judge.
Okay, this one's a bit darker.
Okay.
Every problem that you will ever face in your life, right? Like any little problem, deaths, like breaking a leg, like everything problem you have, right? You can transfer that to your last year of life, but it's massively compounded. So basically, the last year, everyone you love and know is going to die. Like every tragedy, which is going to be hopefully spaced out in your life to deal with, is basically condensed to your last year. But then you might live the next 40, 50 years of good, and then all right boys, and you told you it'd be dark.
is there like an option B, or would you take that deal? Is that what you're saying?
There's no option B. I'm saying that, like, if you could,
yeah.
would you do that deal?
Yeah.
Because there's a real plus side to it too.
Yeah, nothing bad happens to you for, I don't know, what, 80 years? 80 to 90 years, maybe? And then when you're old,
I don't know how long you're going to live with your lungs.
And is
Probably
that
like 10 years.
And is that how you know when your time's up? When like your
Shit
magic
starts going
doesn't work?
bad.
You
you're
stub your toe and you try to do the magic genie thing, and it doesn't work, and you're like, oh fuck.
But like, think about this.
Put $1,000 on the
times
Broncos to win the comp.
You might stub your toe another like 20 times in your life. You'll be stubbing your toe 20 times that year.
No, but up until that point, every time I stub my toe, I'm like, nah, compound that.
You're gonna lose your phone and wallet at least 3 or 4 times that year.
Yeah.
Like, this is a really bad year.
I'm not doing that. I think I want it spread out.
Is it just minor inconveniences or any sort of inconvenience? Like
you
as you said, like deaths of the family, getting fired from your job, like getting in a horrific car crash, like all those types of things. Like, is it everything or just minor?
Oh no, it's everything from having to replace the rubber seal on your fridge through to your wife dying.
So I can't choose when something happens to just compound that in my last year. It's just everything is compounded into that last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything bad happens in your last year.
Everything for the next 40 to 50 years will happen to in your last year.
No, I don't want to do that. I'll spread it out. I'll take the spread.
That's a tough one, because you could
you're also guaranteeing that those people that are potentially to live, they're going to live up until your last year too. So people that are older that you love will get an extended life because of it as well. So it's not all bad if you look at it from every side.
Yeah, I do feel like the true beauty of life are the highs and the lows, and the emotions you feel along the way. Like, you can't have a breathtaking comeback without hitting rock bottom first.
Yeah,
that's right.
So, it wouldn't be a very interesting movie if nothing bad ever happened.
Right. You can't have a one schooner full of jizz without a 1 month build up.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna write it out.
Nice.
What about you, Benjamin?
I don't give answers to my hypotheticals. They're just for you guys.
Okay.
Oh, now I'll give you an answer. Okay, first one, I would take the 1,000-letter name.
Went so quickly on that.
I'd take the 1,000-letter name, and then
just wanted to see what we'd say.
And I'm going to different. I'm not going to go. I can't change my name to Brisbane Broncos. I got 1,000, and I'd just make it like a story or something that I could remember it. And then for the second one, I would also do the same as you guys. I think that Matt brought a good point, as in, like, you gotta ride the roller coaster that is life.
That's what makes it beautiful. What a beautiful way to end the regular season.
Yeah, I agree.
Mike, you got a hypothetical?
No, I don't. I knew you were making one. I'm busy looking for photos of Jaira's dog, and I think I got one. There you go.
Yeah, thank you. Send it to me. Oh, that's
There you
beautiful. Menu log hungriest player.
Shout out to the P's and D's Facebook group.
Oh, look at the doggy. He's a good boy.
That's funny.
Take us out, Ben. That's it. Oh
Take
wait, no,
us
go.
out.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait. We're all on the Storm.
That's right.
We're all on the Eagles.
No one cares at this point.
Matt's on the Rabbitohs, and we're on the Roosters. We're all on the Purple Dolphins. We're all on the Panthers. Ben, you're on the Knights. You and I are on the Dragons, and
I'm on the Knights.
Matt's on the Knights. We're all on the under the age of 10 Titans, and we're all on the Sharks. Take us out, Ben.
Oh wait, thumbnail.
Oh, sorry, Ben. Sorry, that's my bad.
Thumbnail. Okay. Do whatever you want.
Want to get as much white in the background as possible for you? You know what I mean? So it's easy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
easy to
good.
crop.
Yeah. Oh wait, look, you got to center yourself a bit, Mike. Oh yeah. That's perfect.
Hang on,
Yeah.
let me get rid of this chair.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, that'll do.
All right, go.
Take us out.
Watch another match made Matt Mike Ben make a good night. You do it.
That was too quick. We have to fill time. That was too quick. The music's playing.
That is Ben to a T though. Like the start of it is really drawn out, and then the end is just quick. It's over before you know it. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. What about you, Benjamin?
I don't give answers to my hypotheticals. They're just for you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, now I'll give you an answer. Okay, first one, I would take the